I found the 150 most bought laptops and threw them into a spreadsheet to find you the best gaming laptops under $500. And guess what? It worked. I found some really nice options. Your wallet is going to thank you for watching this video. If you are interested in any of these laptops, you will find their links in the description below. So, here's the spreadsheet, and here are all of the laptops. I will quickly explain how I chose these laptops and show you what games you can expect to play on each. First of all, the main criteria in a gaming laptop is the GPU. Then comes the CPU and the RAM. If you take a look here, you will see different rankings I gave for each GPU. I used the GTX 1650 as my baseline and has a value of 1. After finding my baseline, I started going through all the laptops, their specifications, and their rankings. I put them all into the spreadsheet. If you are wondering how I assigned these rankings, well, 20 hours of research basically. But first, we have a problem. Look at the following list. As you see, the top section shows you different games that are played with a GPU with a ranking of 0.1. And it's already having a really hard time playing most games, even at 720p on lowest game settings. Red means you cannot play the game. Orange means you will not really be happy playing the game. Blue is playable and is fine, and green means it's pretty good at these settings. So, as you see, the 0.1 ranking GPUs are not going to be able to play many games. The next range is GPUs between 0.27 and 0.38. Once again, here is a quick view of what games you will be able to play with this GPU ranking at 1080p low to medium settings. It's already much better and can play most games to a reasonable degree, and only the high demanding games aren't playable on it. And the next are going to be on the better side. These are above 0.38 ranking and will be able to play almost all games at a reasonable playing style if you played on 720 to 1080p medium settings. You should be able to get a reliable 30 to 60 FPS on most games and more on some others. So, let's have a quick overview of each of these laptops so we know more of their specifications, shall we? Oh, by the way, if you are liking this video, make sure to subscribe, as I have some more videos comparing higher budget laptops and different gaming products. Also, if you disagree with my choice, feel free to write it in the comments, or if you found one hella amazing cheap laptop that I'm missing, it would be very appreciated if you mentioned it. So, coming up in number 1 is a laptop with the GPU strength of 0.12, the Dell Latitude E5570. Here are the quick specs. Quick note is that this laptop is a renewed laptop, which means that the company takes back a laptop, makes sure it's working at least 95% as good as it should, and then they resell it. So once again, this laptop will be able to play the following games. It's nice that it has 8 gigs of RAM, but you most likely won't use all of that in your games because the bottleneck is the CPU and GPU. Sadly, at this budget range, we cannot be too picky, but this laptop has overall good stats. The 256GB hard drive is also really nice, because in this range, most others are 126GB or even 64. Here are the available ports. Then comes the 0.27 GPU ranking laptop, the cheapest laptop on the list, the HP 14-inch laptop. Look, if you aren't planning on having a lot of big games, or you're okay with getting an external hard drive that's going to be plugged in while you're playing, then this laptop is going to be much better than the first option. It's really cheap, and here are the specs. This laptop has everything great in it, but the relative things to look at are 1. The size is 14 inches, which is 1.6 inches less than the standard laptops. Not a big deal for the price it comes at. And 2. It only has 64GB of storage, which is kind of annoying. As mentioned earlier, the solution is an external hard drive. It can play the following games. Here are the ports. Number 3 is the best overall laptop in the list, the Dell Inspiron 15 with GPU ranking of 0.5 with the following specs. It plays the following games. Key things to notice are: HDD hard drives are much slower than SSD hard drives, which means longer game loading times. It's up to you if you want more memory or speed, because both options are available. The second thing is that this laptop has higher resolution than the previous options, and it plays at full HD. Here are the laptop ports. Number 4 is the best Acer Aspire 5 laptop option with a GPU ranking of 0.5, which plays these games. The hard drive on this list only has 128GB, which is not amazing, but this laptop is cheaper than the last option, which might make the trade-off worth it for you. Here are the laptop sports. And finally, in number 5, the best HP laptop with a GPU ranking of 0.5 as well. The HP 15-inch with the following specs. It plays the following games, and all the specs look good. It has good RAM, good storage, good GPU and CPU. For the price, this is a really good option, and here are the ports. Now, if you're looking for better laptops than these, then make sure to check my next video out over here for different budgets. Hope this video was helpful to you and your piggy bank, and enjoy your gaming.